Alright, we're here live. We'll be taking our seat up in the stands in a second. We just wanted you to see the start of the game. There's a swing and a foul ball. This is Dallas Tigers U17 Bankston team playing at Mesquite High School in the Diamond King U17 World Series. We are in our fourth game of the World Series. Currently, it's a inside pitch by Sanford for bringing the count to 1-1. We are currently 2-1. This is the Mesquite High School baseball field, and as you can tell, we're adjacent to the railroad. And now we have a ground ball to second base, easy flip over, covered by Austin Sanford. First out. Lineup today: Cole Solomon at first base, Jake Carter playing second, Chaz Peterson at short, Landon Longsworth at third. It's like right field is Connor Lynch, center field Ty Manning, and left field Brenton McMahon. Pearson Moreau behind the dish. Well, just wanted to give you a shot of the entire field. There are no stands for the hitting club team, and you can see the entire stands for us. I'll be up there underneath that black umbrella. There's the batting cage over there. So it's kind of a rinky-dink field, I don't mind saying. That's a ground ball to Jake Carter at second base, and the toss over to Cole Solomon at first. Pushes off the bag very quickly for the first out. Right field foul pole is not marked, nor is the left field. Looks to be in the high 200s, not quite 300. Ty Manning playing in the center of the outfield, thinking it's only about 350 dead center, straight away. This is a hard hit ball to second, between second base and the second base bag. That's a single up the middle, 2-out single by the number 3 hole hitter of Hitting Club. Train's now past us, and you'll probably be able to hear me a little bit better. Blue is in dark navy blue today, although this one's faded a little bit, looks a little bit purple. No scoreboard today for our action. Starts him out with a strike right down the middle. Ball tailing just a little bit. Might have been a change-up, start him out. As you can tell, we have the old school chain link fence. Lots of poles and lots of chain link, so the up front view is not very good. High and outside for ball 2. We'll move into the stands and give you a good shot of the second and subsequent innings. Just outside, doesn't get that call. Austin Sanford on the bump today. Runner goes. We'll move up into the stands. Again, these stands are somewhat rugged. This will be our view for the rest of the game. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. So man on second, 2 outs. Full count. Austin Sanford looking to get the easy out here at the plate. Asking for the signs again. Comes set. And delivers. Strike 3. Batter's out, and that ends the inning. Not sure what the cleanup hitter was looking for there, but that was right down the heart of the plate. So we'll be back with you for the bottom of the first inning in one moment. That's first pitch of the bottom of the first inning. Ty Manning looks at strike 1. No score. Tigers are a home team today, playing in Mesquite. And although the field looks okay, the ballpark is underfunded, I guess is the best way to put it. It's a ball in the dirt to Ty Manning. Takes the count to 1-1. Back they are charging ignition. Don't know where the person is who's doing that, but I think she had to go run and get lunch for other people. It is $10 a day, in addition to driving 30 minutes off after work. Ty Manning swinging the strike, drop third strike. Ty Manning runs it out, but the catcher completes the strikeout with the throw on first. That's one out. Gusting about 15-20 miles an hour today. Appears to be going from first to third. Hitting club. Pitcher starts Connor Lynch out in the 2-hole with leadoff strike. First pitch strike. Curveball. Just misses. Blue thought about it. Thought better. 1-1 to count. Cole Solomon on deck. Outside pitch. 3-1 the count. Strike 2 to fill the count. And the payoff pitch, dropped ball 4 on the inside. That'll send Connor Lynch down to first base. So the Tigers have a runner at first, 1 out. Cole Solomon, the 3-hole. Cole playing first base today. Yesterday was his first appearance at first base of the season. And he gets to start at that position today. Cole normally a catcher or middle infielder, but a very versatile player. High ball 1 to Cole Solomon. Ryland King on deck, 4-hole. Two balls, no strike. Tigers looking to make something happen in the bottom of the first here. Bounce back victory is important today after a tough loss last night to the Midwest Elite. U17 World Series being run by Diamond King. Has 7 pools of 6 teams. Each pool will send a winner into the playoffs. Starting Saturday at Craig Ranch, the championship game on Sunday at TCU. So the 7 pool winners will advance along with the best wild card. That's a 5-pitch walk for Cole Solomon, who heads down to first, sending Connor Lynch to second. And that'll bring a mound visit from both the catcher and the third baseman. I've just been informed that there's no game changer being recorded today. So this is your sole source of game updates. I'll try and stay up with your questions as you're firing them in. There's a bold call that Ryland is going yard. There's a shallow fence with the wind primarily blowing right to left. Nice to see a pull hit that deep. Ball high. He's going to have to get a better pitch than he's gotten. I will say that the left fielder is a good 10 feet higher standing on ground than Ryland King is standing at home plate. Large rise going up into left field. Not quite as severe as what we saw in Nashville in our game. Runners getting both strong primaries and great secondaries. No pickoff moves to date. Ryland King digs in. Pitcher gets the sign and goes from the stretch. He delivers. And it's a curveball and it's popped straight up. Shortstop and third base have a play. Third base calling for the ball, and it bounces. He lets it bounce, hoping to fool everybody. That was a infield fly, obviously, and umpires called it. Took a big chance by letting that ball bounce. Of course, he's hoping that a runner will then assume that the play hasn't been made and start to run and be put out. Once the call's been made, the runners relaxed and stayed on the bag. So Chaz Peterson up to bat. A 5-hole today. Chaz playing shortstop. Take strike one. Breaking ball. Tigers escaped the top of the first inning after giving up a 2-out single. Runner advanced on a stolen base to second base, but Austin Sanford struck out the fourth batter to end the inning. Chaz Peterson hacking at a high foul ball. Looks to be coming out of play and bounces right over your scorer's head. Notice the pop on those fans. So that's just a long strike for the Chaz Peterson at bat. 0-2 is the count. 2 men on, 2 outs. Looking for a clutch single here by Chaz Peterson. He's down in the dirt with a double steal. Both runners advance. So now the clutch single will score 2. As runners will be going on contact. Cole Solomon definitely has some speed out there at second base. Nice strategic move by the Tigers base coaches to get the runners in scoring position. Probably expecting an off-speed pitch, and they got it. Oh! And the helmet is knocked off of Chaz Peterson on a high ball that I'm not sure whether that was supposed to be a curve or what. But started heading down to the bag a little upset. Has to come back and secure his helmet. Gives Cameron Bankston the opportunity to check on him, make sure he's fine. And he is. More mad than anything else. Combination probably of being hit in the head and not getting the RBIs that he probably wanted. But as behind in the count as he was, the Tigers will take it, bringing up Jake Carter, the left-hander, with bases loaded and 2 outs. Chaz Peterson on first base, Cole Solomon on second, Connor Lynch on first. Walking down the line, ball low in the dirt. Pitcher working from the windup. The runners are advancing, getting to their primaries via walk, and then walking through into their secondaries. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball that hit the plate. Blocked by the catcher. 1-1's the count. Jake Carter fooled on that one. Swing and a foul ball back to the screen. Just barely nicked that one. Getting a low pitch. Jake Carter is well behind in the count, 1-2. Hitting club pitcher has not necessarily been fooling the Dallas Tiger batters. Struggled a little bit. Been ahead of the last couple of batters. Curveball, and he gets the call. That'll be strike 3 to end the inning. Jake Carter in disbelief. Looked like it was outside, but very close call, and Looks like the umpire just fell in love with the curve. We'll be back with the top of the second. No score. Tigers leave the bases loaded there. We're back. We got a ground ball to the third baseman. Landon Longsworth comes up, sets his feet, and throws to Cole Solomon for the easy put out at first base. It's actually the second pitch of the at-bat. Austin started him out with a ball outside. It's the top of the second. No score as Hitting Club Baseball takes on the Dallas Tigers at Mesquite Ballpark, Mesquite, Texas. Eastern suburb of Dallas-Fort Worth. Sanford gets the foul behind the screen for the first strike, and that ball will bound all the way to the railroad tracks. Tigers threatened with bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the first, but unable to push a run across. The score remains 0-0. Tigers dropped their first game of the tournament yesterday afternoon. Third one they played, their first loss. Sanford slings it in there for the strike. Take the count to 1-2. Need a bounce back win today. And there's a curve and a wave and a miss. And Pearson Monroe throws the ball down to third base where Landon Longsworth proceeds to drop it. The throw around is completed. 2 outs. Top of the first. Sanford working quickly. 6 pitches gone in the inning. Brings up the 7-hole batter, number 5 on your program, and he hits a sharp shot to center field, but we have a man there, and Ty Manning one-hands it, and the Tigers sprint to the dugout. Right back at it. We'll be back with the bottom of the first, the bottom of the second in 1 moment. All right. Back in the bottom of the second inning. Landon Longsworth leading off for the Dallas Tigers against Hitting Club Baseball. Second train of the game coming by in the opposite direction this time. Heading from left to east. Makes a 1-1 count as Union Pacific rolls by, heading from Dallas eastward. A swing and a chop foul ball out into the batting cage and bounds into the parking lot. So that makes the count 1-2 with Landon Longsworth up to the plate. Bottom of the second, no score, your Dallas Tigers up to bat. And a curveball, and he gets the call as it breaks right in, throws Landon for strike 3 and the first out of the inning. Matt Matola now to the plate with Pearson Monroe on deck. Aggressive first swing by Matt Matola, fouled off to the screen for strike 1. American commerce at work. And a high fastball draws the swing, but a foul up over the screen. We're at Mesquite High School, just east of downtown Dallas, Texas. The U17 Diamond Kings World Series. Day 3 of the competition sees the Dallas Tigers playing Hitting Club Baseball. Ball outside. Currently in the bottom of the second inning. No score in the game. Matt Matola at the plate with a 1-2 count. And a curveball in the dirt. Matola stays disciplined and holds the bat back, taking the count to 2-2. Pitcher comes set and delivers, and it's a swing, and it's a ground ball foul. Breaking out of the dugout is Brent McMahon to secure the ball and toss it back to the pitcher. So the count stays at 2-2. And a high curve ball, Matola ducks under. He's mad at himself now. He should have taken that one in the back or in the helmet somewhere. He's standing down at first base. New to the Tigers organization. Most of the Tigers have been here since they were 8. Would have eaten that one, no doubt. Payoff pitch is drilled up the middle. Backhanded by the second baseman. Nice throw over, one hop, and a good scoop by the first baseman for the second out of the inning. That brings up Pearson Monroe. Pearson Monroe, today's catcher, right-handed batter from Coppell, Texas. Brenton McMahon, a Jesuit high school student, on deck. Starts him out with a fastball down the middle. Strike one. Pearson Monroe doing a little bit of landscape work, and now is ready. High fastball out of the zone for ball one. 1-1 to count. And another high fastball. Takes the count to 2-1. 2-1 to Pearson Monroe with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And it's a hack that sends the ball all the way across the railroad tracks, bounding onto Main Street. That'll make the count even at 2. Set and ready to be delivered. 2-2 count. It's high and fills it up. 2 outs, full count to Pearson Monroe. In the bottom of the second, no score. And the payoff pitch. And it's high for ball 4, sending Pearson Monroe down to first base. See a substitute runner of Tate Trueblood coming out on the field for Pearson Monroe, the catcher. Courtesy runner in the high school league. Brenton McMahon, Jesuit high school graduate, playing left field today. Jesuit high school senior, correction. Tate Trueblood, good lead off at first base, and the pickoff attempt is drawn. Easily back. Down and dirty, as we like to say. Yeah. Back into a strong primary lead. Yep. Good secondary as well. Ball gets away from the catcher just below his glove, though. No chance for Trueblood to advance. McMahon taking ball 1. Tigers will look to be aggressive here with Ty Manning leading off as in on deck. And a swing, and it's a deep foul ball. It's going to be out of play just over the right field fence. And that'll run into the parking lot. Tate Trueblood hustles back to first base. Brent McMahon taking his spot back in the batter's box, getting his sign from Coach Bankson. 1 ball, 1 strike, umpire calling for baseballs. And a ground ball right back at the pitcher. He'll jog to first base, make the underhand toss to close out the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back to the top of the third. The Tigers in the field at no score. Alright, so we're back with you in the top of the third inning. Dallas Tigers versus Hitting Club Baseball. We broadcast from Mesquite High School, Mesquite, Texas. Austin Sanford on the bump for the Dallas Tigers. Rising senior at Coppell High School. Returning varsity high school pitcher. Starts him out with a strike. This is just low, evens the count at 1. Crowd today split between Hitting Club hiding in the shade, Dallas Tigers looking for a lot of sun, and a couple of suites. The 4-door variety with the air conditioners on in the parking lot. It's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count to the leadoff batter in the top of the third for Hitting Club. No score in the game. Mesquite High School, Spartan surroundings. Oh, and he gets the call for strike 3, and he rings him up. Batter thinking that was a little low, and it probably was, but as we've talked about on many of the broadcasts, if you're around the strike zone and you test that low pitch over and over again, you'll get them occasionally. Did not get that call for the second strike, but able to secure it for the strikeout. So there's 1 out, top of the third. And a swing and a miss on a curved ball. Sanford gives him that long, lazy breaking ball. The Tiger double shake and delivers the sidearm. First time we've seen Sandy drop down on those. Gets the foul ball to the screen. Minor contact there. The second strike. So it's an 0-2 count to the second batter of the inning. See if Sanford can secure the second K. And the delivery. And it's a hard fastball down and out. Hit a spot. Couldn't get the batter to jump. Takes the count to 1-2. Picking up here at Mesquite Ballpark. Going a little bit out to the left field area. Somewhat of a crosswind. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second out of the inning by strikeout for Austin Sanford. And the throw around complete. Number 4 coming to the plate. And Sanford doing a little bit of work up on the mound. Looking in for the sign. 2 outs, top of the third inning. And the delivery. And he fills it up. Strike 1. Sanford not messing around, working quickly. Comes in, just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No defensive changes in the alignment at this point. And a swing and a foul ball up over the, just short of the railroad tracks. It'll bound into the deep grass. Where's Paul Ernest when you need him? So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brenton McMahon in left field, Ty Manning center, and Connor Lynch in right. And that's a foul ball. Out of play, hard hit ball to the left. Cole Solomon takes position at first base. Jake Carter at second. Chaz Peterson remains at shortstop with Landon Longsford at third base. Pearson Monroe behind the bump. Behind the plate. That'll make the count 2-2. Austin Sanford looking to get the shutdown inning. And a swing and a foul ball. Again, kind of a 3/4 slot or sidearm throw by Sanford. Honestly, doesn't seem 100% committed to that yet. He's just starting to feature it. Not throwing it as hard as he probably could. Slows the motion down significantly. But he gets the eyes to move a little bit for the batter, and he's way late on this. Fouls it back onto the railroad tracks again. And this is another foul ball. This one catches the screen, stays in playing field. 2-2 still the count. 2 outs. No men on. Top of the third. Austin Sanford looking for his second consecutive 3 and out. And he drops down again. Throws the sidearm slowly across the plate and draws the swing, but it's fouled. Still a 2-2 count. That's 4 straight foul balls for number 4. Battling up here, doing his best to spoil good pitches. And he gets him with the high fastball swinging. That'll end the inning. 3 straight outs. 3 up, 3 down for Austin Sanford, all by strikeout. That'll take us to the bottom of the third. We'll be back in 1 moment. Welcome back to Tigers Baseball Network. Ty Manning stepping into the batter's box. Leadoff hitter leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Dallas Tigers. High pop fly coming right at the broadcaster, and I'm hoping it's not going to hit me. Holding an iPad, it's not conducive to dodging a foul ball. For those of you following the Dallas Tigers, Game Changer is up and running. Forgive the fat thumbs of Glenn Solomon. He forgot his iPad, but he will be using his iPhone to try and record the game. So you should be able to keep up there. 1-1 the count to Ty Manning. Again, we're in the bottom of the third. Hitting club visitors against the home team Dallas Tigers, playing at Mesquite High School, Mesquite, Texas. And there's the bunt. Looks like it's going to be barehanded by the third baseman, but he misses the ball. Doesn't secure it. Third baseman, shortstop, comes running over to get the ball. Unfortunately, when he came running over to get the ball, no one was covering second base. Ty Manning, always alert, jogs down to second base for the bunt double, the rare bunt double. And the Tigers are in business with Connor Lynch, the 2-hole batter, up to the plate, and Ty Manning, a very dangerous runner, lots of speed at second base. Second baseman holding him, opening up a large gap between first and second. And the ball just misses Connor Lynch, but all the way to the screen to easily advance the runner to third. So now Connor Lynch in position to do a job and bring the Tigers to the scoreboard. And high fastball. 2-0 the count. Hard to tell whether this pitcher just has a lack of concentration, lack of control, or if Ty Manning is really bugging him like he has a tendency to do. But that's a 3-0 count. Not unusual for this pitcher to get behind with the batters. He did get ahead on the last couple batters last inning. He's been behind on most of them. So 3-0 count. Connor Lynch will be taking all the way here. And the curveball high. And a throwback to third. Secured by the third baseman. No tag applied. Ty Manning back standing up with no problem. High pitch, but he got the 3-0 strike call. Brings the count to 3-1. Connor Lynch will be looking to put the ball in play and score Ty Manning. And it's a high fastball fouled over the fence right into the Mesquite stands, or lack thereof. That'll fill the count up. Connor Lynch looking to either be on base after this pitch or have a productive out and score the run. Either way, we want to get Ty Manning in. And it's a foul ball over the screen and all the way bounding to the high grass that protects the railroad tracks. Already had 2 trains passing today, so these are by no means the inactive railroad tracks that litter the landscape in many towns. And that's low ball 4, and Connor Lynch, as he's prone to do, slinging the bat 20 feet into the air, tossed to the back fence. And so the Tigers are in business. First and third, no outs, and that'll call for a mound visit. Could be a combination here of settling down the pitcher, getting him to throw strikes, and at the same time talking to the defense about what they're going to do in this first and third situation. Cole Solomon coming to the plate. Again, Cole playing first base for only the second time this season today. Finished the game at first base yesterday when he was relieved behind the dish by Tate Trueblood. Gets the start today. Strong switch hitter. Obviously with a right-handed pitcher. He's going from the left-handed batter's box today. And the first and third call being made by the catcher. We won't attempt to figure those signs out. Goes the rubber from the stretch. Connor Lynch with a pretty good sizable lead at first base, looking to get his attention. Slow rotation home, high fastball. Definitely changed up his pitching delivery there. Whether that's his typical attempt at a slide step, or if he's just a little bit nervous and slowing down his motion at this point. And again, he misses high and outside. Looks to be going almost half speed on the mound relative to what he was throwing last couple of innings. Base runner pressure oftentimes will do that to the mechanics of a pitcher. And in the dirt for ball 3, so in danger here of loading the bases with no outs. Ryland King on deck. Ryland King, who is a clear power hitter in the DH spot today. And no swing, take on ball 4, so 4 straight pisses out of the zone. Send Cole Solomon down to first base. So an ineffective mound visit by the head coach of the hitting club. Bases loaded, no outs. Ryland King up to bat. Strong wind blowing from first to third, possibly a little bit toward left field. If he gets this up in the air, we could see a grand slam. He's got to get a strike to hit first. That ball way up high. Catcher, all he can do to snow cone that one way out of the zone. That's 6 straight balls by this pitcher. And a swing and a foul ball back to the fence. Kind of surprised we weren't taking there. The pitcher struggling for control. Likely that would have been called ball 2. A little bit low out of the zone. Of course, if Ryland King connects on that, we're not talking about why he didn't take it. We're talking about a 4-run lead. And the base is being stolen by Ty Manning, who causes the catcher to miss. Other runners advance easily. So Ty Manning, straight out steal. Ryland King just moving out of the batter's box, allowing the slide to come in. No catch to be made. No play to be made. That plates the first run of the game. All speed and tactics. Great timing by Ty Manning. Makes it count 2-1 to Ryland King. Now runners at second and third. Takes a double play off as well. He delivers low ball 3. And again, I think that's 4 straight balls to Ryland King, but Ryland King helped him out by swinging it. Ball 2. 3-1 count. Ryland's really got to be looking for a perfect pitch here. And he pulls the trigger. A little bit ahead of it. Fouls it off to Cameron Bankston, who two-hand gloves it into the stomach and makes the throw back to the pitcher. That fills the count. Almost be looking for contact here. Cole Solomon with a huge lead at second base with no one holding. And it's down, and oh! Call is made by Blue. Looks low and looks inside, but Blue makes the call and rings up Ryland King for the first out of the inning. Bringing up Chaz Peterson. 1 out. Tigers looking for a base hit to score 2 runs here. We talked about earlier, Cole Solomon has good speed. Great lead off of second base. Shouldn't have no problem scoring on a solid single by Chaz Peterson. Ball down and dirty. Connor Lynch going to make the attempt to come in, and he slides and is safe. Not much room behind home plate, so it was a definite risk with Connor Lynch not sporting top speed. But he had enough. The throw was just high, unable to get the tag down. Tigers lead 2-0. Cole Solomon now standing at third with one out. Chaz Peterson ahead of the count. Jake Carter on deck. Now Chaz Peterson should be a little more relaxed, looking to just do a job and get this run in. If he ends up on first base, that's a bonus. Oh, and he chops the ball to pitcher. Indecisive. Check swing. One hopper back to the pitcher. Pitcher's able to hold the runner and make the play to first for the second out. Chaz is kicking himself for that one. Faked out by the pitch. A little indecisive. So now we'll need a clutch single to bring in this third run by Jake Carter and or a pass ball. Pitcher going from the stretch. Third baseman not holding Cole Solomon, and it's a pull down first base line. It is fair and easily scooped up by the first baseman who tags it himself. Close call down the line, but Blue made it right away. The Tigers land 2 runs at home plate, take the lead 2-0 after 3, and Austin Sanford heads back out to the bump for the top of the 4th. We'll return in a moment. Off bunt attempt, bounding in the grass. Came to stop it. Foul. Very deep grass and no white lines here at all. Blue has to make the total judgment call. Honestly, I'm not sure if Pearson knew. Sanford came over as the ball had come to a complete stop to make sure the runner couldn't advance to second. But when he touched it, Blue called it foul. So that's strike 1 on the batter. No defensive changes here. Dallas Tigers leading in the top of the 4th, 2-0. And it's a curveball, left it up in the zone a little bit. It's deep, and it's going to get over Brendan McMahon's head. He's securing it at the fence and making the throw to the cutoff man, Chaz Peterson, and holds him with a leadoff double to start out the top of the 4th inning. Sanford just left that one up in the zone a little bit. Not able to hit his spot on that one. Puts the runner at second. Sanford worked through the first 3 innings of the game, facing only 10 batters. Gave up a hit up the middle in the first inning with 2 outs, but secured the 3rd out. Struck out the side in the top of the 3rd, and now gives up a leadoff double to start out the top of the 4th inning. Courtesy runner to second base, and we've got a stoppage in play as the head coach is making some complaint to the umpires. We're not sure what he's complaining about. He keeps pointing out towards second base. Not sure whether he thinks the second baseman interfered with the runner as he was trying to advance to second. At this point, the Blue are returning to their positions, and the runner staying at second. So whatever point he was trying to make did not change the situation. The runner at second, no outs. Didn't club up to bat in the top of the 4th. Sanford from the stretch. And a swing and a high foul ball, out of play, headed to the parking lot. About a 40-foot high strike. And that'll get Tate Trueblood up out of the dugout to secure the foul ball. 1-0 the count now on the batter. Correction, 0-1 on the batter. And a hard thrown ball just misses down low, possibly a little out. Takes the count to 1-1. Again, no defensive changes for the Dallas Tigers. Similar to yesterday's afternoon game. Bankston going with a pretty set lineup until the game was in hand. Sanford to the plate. Just misses pretty much the same spot. He's actually had that pitch called a strike, but not getting it those last 2. 2-1 the count. Pretty good sized lead at second base. Sanford looks him back. This is a deep fly ball. It's going foul, and it's going to be out of play just over the fence in foul territory. About 200 feet down, the fence bends toward the right field foul pole. And right in that angled area is where the ball cleared the fence. About a 250-foot foul ball. Just out of play. But it's a strike. Taking the count to 2-all. Chaz Peterson sneaking behind the runner, second base. And a swing and a foul ball off the screen. Keeps the count at 2. 2. Sanford looks in for the sign, shakes him off, comes set, and to the plate. Does not get the call on the outside corner. It's about a belt-high fastball, just outside. Fills up the count. Oh, and a lunging swing that's probably going to head foul, but it's caught by the left fielder, Brent McMahon, who ranges over to it. Batter clearly fooled on that one, trying to spoil it. Just gets too much of it. Looping line drive, foul territory for Brenton McMahon, the left fielder. That makes it 1 out. Man on second. Top of the fourth. Hitting club down 2-0. Avoided the shutdown inning, but Sanford looking to minimize the damage. Runner faked out there, headed back to second base on the look by Sanford. Sanford goes to the plate, but it's ball 1. Looked like he tried to throw a change up there, just took a little bit off of it, didn't commit to it, left it outside for ball 2. Left-handed batter up here. 2-0 the count. Back-to-back left-handers for the hitting club. Sanford looking back and steps off. Not comfortable with the lead that the runner at second had gotten. Sanford looks in, comes to the set, looks the runner back, and delivers. Drop down sidearm, misses the zone low, sending the count to 3-0. He's got his work cut out from here to avoid the first and second 1-out situation. And he comes to the plate fairly quickly, kind of rolled through that. No balk call, fortunately, but he does walk the batter and put a runner at first and second with 1 out. Everybody would have loved for this to be a shutdown inning. Follow up the 2 runs scored by the Tigers in the bottom of the third. But it doesn't always happen, especially when you're playing good teams on a regular basis. They're trying to answer back. Right now they've got a big batter at the plate with the tying run at second. Correction, tying run at first. Tigers scored their first run on a stolen base by Ty Manning. Connor Lynch scored the second run on a pass ball, rushing the plate. A little risky, but he proved he had just enough speed to make the play. Cole Solomon makes the break to first base, sneaking up behind the first baseman. Had their wires crossed there because they had him easily, but Sanford did not make that call and or didn't get the call. Cole Solomon playing behind the runner had snuck over to first base and could have had the pick fairly easily. Sanford goes to the plate and just misses low. Ball 1. And the batter's a stout individual. Looks to be about 5'10", but definitely tips the scales well over 200 pounds. Hopefully we don't transfer that into any power. Swing and a miss on the curveball in the dirt by Sanford. Great pitch there. 1-1 to count. Correction, 1 ball, 2 strikes, I believe I saw the umpire hold up. Missed a pitch there. from all the excitement. Strikeout goes a long way here. And again, he throws it in the dirt. The batter's going to be out. The batter's out. The catcher doesn't know it.
Don't throw it. You're short.
Coach with some encouraging words for the catcher. Not sure what to do. Throws down to first base. Of course, with runners beginning the pitch at first and second, the batter is out on the swing with only one out. But the runners do advance on the pass ball. And a hard shot right at Cole Solomon, who gloves it like an expert first baseman, sprints over to first base to end the inning. So with runners at second and third, a hard hit ball down to first base. Solomon makes sure he keeps his body in front of it, takes it in the stomach, scoops the ball up, runs over to first base. Sanford avoids giving up a run there. Tigers hold them to no runs on one hit, one walk, and 2 men left on base. Tigers will be batting in the bottom of the fourth with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the Diamond King U17 World Series in Dallas-Fort Worth. We're broadcasting from Mesquite Field in Mesquite, Texas. The Dallas Tigers are taking on Hitting Club. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. Tigers leading 2-0. Lennon Longsworth up to start out the bottom of the fourth. Takes ball 1. Game 4 of the tournament for the Tigers, sporting a 2-1 record, having won their first 2 games and then dropped a game last night to the Midwest Express. Got a breakaway 2-hour lunch hour game this afternoon. Started out at 12:30. We do have a 2-hour time limit on these games. Those of you needing to get back to work after the final pitch. And a hard ground ball to the third baseman, who makes a diving stab, unable to secure it. That ball goes all the way to the fence, and Longsworth is jogging into second base for the stand-up double. Great shot right over the bag. Third baseman made an excellent attempt, but it runs all the way down to the corner. For a double, your starting third baseman, Landon Longsworth. That'll bring up Matt Natola. Matt Natola, the EH today. Sporting a 10-man batting lineup. Ryland King, the DH for Austin Sanford. And he squares to bunt to advance the runner. And he's got some speed. Third baseman picks up the ball, makes the throw, throws it away as the first baseman unable to come around. Matt Natola rounding second. Run obviously scored. Natola's coming in, and he's going to make it in time. Safe. The throw brought the third baseman a little bit away from the bag. Natola had to go around him and make the headfirst slide. Third baseman thought sure he tagged him before he got his hand on the bag. It was a close play. Blue in the best position possible. Makes the call safe. So the sacrifice bunt turns into a E4. 2 bases on the throw. Taking Matt Natola all the way to third base. And of course, scoring the leadoff double by Landon Longsworth. 3-0 Dallas Tigers. Exciting play there. And another sac bunt to score the run. Matt Natola easily in with the side. And Pearson Monroe out at first base with a beautiful sacrifice bunt down the first base line to ensure no play at home, scoring the 4th run of the game for the Dallas Tigers. Those of you following on Game Changer will have to message me and let me know whether or not that the official game scorer scored Matt Natola's bunt as a hit. Certainly would have been a very difficult play and very close, barehanded by the third baseman. Throwing error makes it tough to give him a hit on, however. Brenton McMahon swinging at the first pitch, hard ground ball to the shortstop, who throws it low, one hop to the first baseman, unable to secure it, squirts away about 10 feet. Great hustle by the catcher to back that up and keep Brenton McMahon at first base. So McMahon reaches on an error, and if my judgment's correct, we now have 2 runs in the inning and a base runner with 1 hit. 1 out. Turns over the top of the lineup. Ty Manning, your batter. And off the plate, bounces behind this catcher, easily getting Brenton McMahon to second. Rounds to look to third, but by this time the catcher has secured it and he'll stay there. So as often happens, trouble comes in bunches on a baseball field. Started the inning with a hard ground ball, line shot over third base that the third baseman almost made the play on. Stand-up double for Landon Longsworth. Sack bunt turns into 3 bases for Matt Natola, who's then bunted over by Pearson Monroe in a sacrifice bunt down the first base line to score the second run. Error on the shortstop gets Brenton McMahon on base, and a wild pitch gets him to second base. Ty Manning under this one a little bit. Foul ball, third baseman underneath it. No problem, makes the play for the second out. That brings up Connor Lynch. Brenton McMahon still standing at second. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Your Tigers leading 4-0. Second baseman holding the runner, releases, ball in the dirt, picked well by the catcher this time for ball 1. And a lunging strike to the batter that draws a line drive past the shortstop. It's cut, and the play is made to home. Run scores. Brenton McMahon sliding into the plate, but right afterwards, Connor Lynch not able to get back to the bag in time. Thrown out at first base. Nice decision by the cutoff man. Run scores, putting the 5th run across the plate for the game, 3rd for the inning. The Tigers, depending upon how that's scored, get 3 runs on 2 hits. No men left on base. We'll be going to the top of the 5th when we return to your Dallas Tigers Baseball Network in 1 moment. Welcome back to your Dallas Tigers Baseball Network broadcast. Sanford's already secured an out with 1 pitch, a fly ball to center field where the vacuum cleaner Ty Manning sucks it up and gets the first out. Official score did score the bunt by Matt Natola, although as an attempted sacrifice as a hit, which we thought it might. So the Tigers record 3 hits in the bottom of the 4th inning, score 3 runs on those, a couple of errors as well. And go to the top of the 5th with a 5-0 lead. Austin Sanford stays on the mound, working ahead with a foul ball on the first pitch for the second batter. 1 out in the inning. Double 2s at the plate. And Sanford gets a high hopping ball to the first baseman. Sanford's got to get across. He does. Makes the catch from Cole Solomon. Tags the bag for the second out. Nice smooth play by Cole Solomon. Very athletic baseball player. Really capable of playing any position on the field. That brings up number 15 with 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning, Tigers leading 5-0. Austin Sanford working quick from the windup. And he pours in a fastball for strike 1. Still no defensive substitutions for the Dallas Tigers. We'll go over the lineup after this pitch. And a swing and a foul ball off the screen toward the hitting club's dugout. Sanford is your pitcher. Pearson Monroe behind the plate. Cole Solomon, as we said, at first base. Jake Carter at second. Chaz Peterson at shortstop, and Landon Longsworth playing third base. And the curveball misses just outside for ball one. Left fielder is Brenton McMahon. Center field by Ty Manning. And right field, correction, right field appears to be held down by Brenton McMahon now. And Connor Lynch is flipped from right to left. And a swing and a miss for strike three, sitting him down in order. Nice shutdown inning by Austin Sanford. Take us to the bottom of the fifth inning. Tigers leading 5-0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fifth. Welcome to the game, Tall Boys Barbecue. Hope you're holding down the fort for us. Cole Solomon leads off the inning for the Dallas Tigers. Bottom of the fifth, Tigers leading 5-0 against Hitting Club. We're in Mesquite, Texas today. Site of Game 4 of the Diamond Kings World Series for U17. Second pitch, deep fly ball by Cole Solomon. Center field ranges underneath it and makes the catch for the first out at the bottom of the fifth inning. Austin Sanford, your starting and currently winning pitcher today. Held the Hitting Club to just a few hits. Gave up a hit, 2 outs in the first, a couple hits in the third inning. Escaped any damage. Nice shutdown inning in the top of the fifth after the Tigers were able to hang 3 on 3 hits. We did get the official score. Matt Natola did get credit for a hit on that sac bunt attempt. And that's high ball 2 to Ryland King. 2-0 the count. 1 out for your Dallas Tigers. And just inside. Catcher's unable to secure it. That'll take your count to 3-0. Chaz Peterson on deck. Plate, and the obligatory 3-0 strike is called. Looked like a little bit of a changeup, or maybe he just took a little off the fastball. Ryland King taking all the way. 3-1 the count. And called strike 2. That'll fill the count up for Ryland King. 1 out as Cole Solomon started the inning with a fly ball to center field. And a swing, and he pulled it foul right back to the Tiger dugout. A little bit ahead of that one. Definitely not trying to hit a single there. Pulled a belt trade down on his right knee. Full count again, the payoff pitch number 2. And a swing, change up. Ryland King a little bit ahead of that one. Fouls it behind the catcher, all the way to the back screen. Little picked that one up themselves. Pitch number 3. And Ryland King rips this one, but it's going to go foul, out of play. Correction. Opens up out there, and the left fielder was able to get to it. Your announcer's got a blind spot. Ryland King flies out foul for the second out of the inning. Brings up Chaz Peterson, number 1-0, starting shortstop for the Dallas Tigers. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Ball in the dirt. Blocked by number 22, the catcher. Ball 1 to Chaz Peterson. And a swing and a hard hit ball in the left center gap. This is going to find grass. 1 hop, 2 hop to the fence. Chaz Peterson rounding second and coming in hard. It's been cut, but the cutoff man drops the ball. Chaz Peterson will go headfirst sliding into third. Triple to 2 out triple in the bottom of the fifth. Well hit ball there. Jumped all over it. Deep into the left center gap. 2 hops to the fence. Double cut situation for hitting club. First cutoff man dropped the ball, unable to make the turn and the play to third base. That brings up Jake Carter, runner at third, 2 outs. Look for the Tigers to be aggressive here. Already 1 stolen base and a run on a pass ball in the game. Ty Manning with an outright steal of home plate. Ryland King batting. And he bounces this one in. Catcher does a good job of blocking it, making sure the runner stays at third. High. That'll take the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Comes to the plate. That's again high. Unable to find the zone there. 3-1 the count to Jake Carter. 2 outs, man on third, bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers leading 5-0 against Hitting Club here in Mesquite, Texas. And this one's low, but he gives him the call. Loads the count at full. So Jake Carter about to toss his bat. And you're at the umpire call, strike 2. So payoff pitch with a man on third and 2 outs. And he leaves it up. Ball 4. Put runners at the corners with 2 outs for Landon Longsworth. Landon Longsworth playing third base today. Starting pitcher in yesterday afternoon's affair. Took a no decision in that game. So we'll see if the Tigers can work some magic here with a first and third, 2 outs, and Landon Longsworth at the plate. Carter's secondary, aggressive. Doesn't draw any attention. That's ball 1. Chaz Peterson. Lazy primary lead over there, not being held. Longsworth rips one to the dugout. No play there. Foul ball. Strike 1. 1-1 to count. Pitcher in to get his signs. Now comes set and delivers. High. Inside, right over the head of Landon Longsworth for ball 2. Definitely a distracted pitch there. Tried to take something off of it and was looking more at third base than he was to the catcher's mitt. Comes set. And this one's off the plate and bounding back to the screen. This will score Chaz Peterson standing up. Jake Carter down to second base. Takes the count to 3-1. Pushes the lead to 6-0 for the Dallas Tigers. Dallas Tigers have now plated 3 runners at home without an RBI. Two on pass ball / wild pitch and 1 on a flat out steal. Landon Longsworth takes ball 4 high, drops the bat, removes the gear, and heads to first base. So Matt Natola will come up. Man on first and second, 2 outs. Tigers leading by 6. Looking for some more insurance runs. Pearson Monroe, the catcher, on deck. Long stretch by the pitcher. Timeout called by Natola, given to him by Blue. Matt's back in the box now. Longsworth with a big lead at first base. Runner not holding him at all. Slow pitch inside, doesn't curve. Natola turns, avoids the pitch for ball one. Natola not making a tremendous effort to get out of the way of that ball. Probably happy to have had it hit him in the hind leg. Another ball bounced in the dirt. Indecisive by Jake Carter, but he does get down face first because of a bouncing throw from the catcher. Jake Carter not sure how far that ball spit away from the catcher. Came to a stop, but then regrouped, hurried down to third base for the diving slide. Of course, Landon Longsworth advances to second base from first. Throw from the catcher from the screen on his knees. One hopped it about 10 feet short of the third baseman, making for no play. So now two runners in scoring position for Matt Natola, who's ahead on the count with 2 outs. Looking to drive in a couple runs. And he does hit a deep shot to left field. Left fielder ranging, though, has the ball over the left shoulder to end the inning. No damage by the Tigers beyond the run that scored on pass ball. We'll be back with your defensive changes as we note the double deuces running onto the field in the top of the 6th in one moment. Anything to stay out of the sun. All right, welcome back to your Dallas Tigers Baseball Network. Dallas Tigers facing Hitting Club, up 6-0 in the top of the 6th. Austin Sanford, your starting pitcher, still in and on the mound. Only defensive change we had in this inning, there's a ground ball to the second baseman, who'll throw it to your new first baseman, Brandon Ernest, in substitution for Cole Solomon. Brandon Ernest, the starting pitcher and winning pitcher in yesterday's game, securing the blowout win, 11-1 against the Dallas Patriots. Also came in for a couple of innings in relief, securing the rare win-loss in the same day that Tate Trueblood was able to secure the weekend prior. So 1 out in the top of the 6th. Tigers leading 6-0, playing in Mesquite today. It's their 4th game of the Diamond Kings U17 World Series. High ball 1. Yesterday's games were played at Hebron High School. Started the tournament on Tuesday at Lake Highlands High School. Swing and a miss for strike. It'll be a 1-1 count to the batter. Game tomorrow in the afternoon will be at University of Texas Arlington. And a change up, drop down 3/4 just a little bit for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Tigers looking to secure either the win in the pool or the wild card spot. Bracket play as 8 teams will advance to the bracket play on Saturday at Craig Ranch. Championship game being played Sunday at Texas Christian University in Fort Worth. An inside pitch for ball 3. Should load the count. The number 2 hole batter of the inning. From the windup, the fastball gets by him for strike 3 and the 2nd out of the inning. Once again, Sanford gets the first 2 outs quickly in the inning, looking for the shutdown. The Tigers having added 1 inning in the bottom of the 5th. Sanford from the windup, and he delivers. In the dirt for ball 1. The batter doing a little dance move to avoid the ball, moving through his batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. And this is a deep fly ball to center for right field. Wind's got it a little bit. It appears that Brenton McMahon has no problem catching it over his right shoulder, correction, left shoulder. Snags the ball for the 3rd out, and the Tigers are back in the dugout. Sanford being congratulated by everyone. So we're not sure whether that was just on a great inning or a great outing. McMahon now makes it into the dugout. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th inning in one moment. And a leadoff single by Pearson Monroe to right field. Throw coming into first base well late. We're out of the little leagues, and that seldom's going to work. Pearson Monroe not fully running full speed down to first base, but easily reaches on that single. Bottom of the 6th inning, Tigers leading 6-0 against Hitting Club here in Mesquite, Texas. Eastern suburb of Dallas in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're here for the U17 Diamond Kings World Series. This is Game 4 for the Dallas Tigers, sporting a 2-1 record, attempting to win their pool and advance to bracket play on Saturday at Craig Ranch. Pearson Monroe, the leadoff hitter for the inning. Decent lead. McMahon squares the bunt but pulls it back. Pitcher gets a called first strike anyways. Count is 1-1. Ty Manning will turn the lineup over on deck. And a pickoff move to first base. Monroe back in plenty of time. Right-handed first baseman in the throw to his left. No chance to even apply a tag. 1-1 count to McMahon. Swing and a foul ball off the plate and back to the screen. Takes the count to 1-2. Pitcher in the stretch, comes set, looks the runner back and delivers a curveball off the plate. Bounds, off the catcher, hits the batter, runner advances. Looked like Blue thought for a second there to call it dead ball when the ball came off the catcher and hit the batter. But that's not a dead ball by rule. He thought second of it. It's a 2-2 count to Brenton McMahon. Runner at second now, no outs. And off the plate, great block by the catcher. Secures the ball right in front of him, keeps the runner held at second base. Pitcher not liking that lead. Decided to step off. A little late recommendation from the dugout to get back. And a swing and a foul ball off the plate. Back to the screen. Keeps the count even at 2. McMahon looking for a mistake here. Coaches like to say, spoil a good pitch, hit a mistake. And he spoils a good pitch. Down just out of the zone, but too close to let go. He fouls it back again. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. 2-2 count. Tigers again putting a lot of stress on this pitcher. The plate and a swing and a fly ball. Third baseman, shortstop calls him off. Wind's gusting. Had to have the shortstop take a quick step back or two. But he makes the play, makes the catch. Brenton McMahon will head back to the dugout. Leaving Pearson Monroe at second base. And bringing up Ty Manning. Ty Manning sporting the stolen home base earlier in the game. Foul ball off the screen. A louder noise than the fence was the ball striking the back of the signs that delineate that the Mesquite baseball team has been district by district champions and area champions multiple times through the 90s, all the way up to 2000. No records beyond that. Ty Manning with strike one. Long look in by the pitcher. Set and delivers. And a curveball is hung in the zone. Ty Manning jumps on it, but it's a lazy fly ball to center field. And the throw to the cutoff man keeps the runner at second base. So now there's 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers leading 6-0 to Connor Lynch to push over that 7th run. It's going to take a base hit to do it. I know our friends, the Four Seasons, are rooting for a base hit or a walk here, because on deck is the double deuces. Brandon Ernest looking for his first at bat of the game. And that's a ball outside. Starting out Connor Lynch. Pearson Monroe with a strong primary and even better secondary, second base. Knowing with 2 outs he's going on contact. Should score easily on a single. Ball inside to Connor Lynch. Makes the count 2-0. Pitcher looks in for the signs, comes set, checks the runner, and delivers the pitch. In the dirt, blocked by number 22, the catcher, holding the runner at second. But running the count to 3-0, hopes alive in Four Seasons land. Second baseman is giving instruction to the pitcher. Pitcher toes the rubber and looks in. Connor Lynch will be in a take situation here for sure. Set and deliver. And it's ball 4. As mentioned, that brings up Brandon Ernest, number 22, your substitute first baseman in this game. So double deuces behind the plate and double deuces at the plate. Pitcher toes the rubber and looks in at the sign. 2 outs, man at first and second. Bottom of the 6th inning, Tigers leading 6-0. Ernest looking for an RBI single. And it's high, but he gets the call for strike one. Clearly well above the belt. Ernest not happy with the call, but back in the dugout, or back in the batter's box. 0-1 count. Infield playing deep. No one holding the runner. Pitcher didn't like it. Decides to step off. Shortstop playing way deep in the hole. Almost over to the third baseman. Second baseman shading over a little bit. Really not close enough to hold the runner. Brandon Ernest underneath this one, pops it up. Catcher can't find it. Just going to hit the top of the backstop and bound back toward the railroad tracks. That'll bring the count to 0-2. Ernest is going to have to work his way out of this hole. Not likely to see a ball down the middle here. We're back in the situation of spoiling a good pitch and hitting a mistake. High. Curve does not get down low enough. That's ball 1. Brandon Ernest, a disciplined batter, as you might expect from a pitcher who hits his own spots. Well aware of the situation, expecting that off-speed pitch. Time called at the plate and honored by blue. Pitcher is really slowed down here. Taking a long look in. Spending a lot of time checking back to the runners. Pearson Monroe at first base. Correction, Connor Lynch at first base. Pearson Monroe at second. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's brought it even. Pitcher won't want to walk him here. So Brandon should be sitting dead red looking for this fastball. Hoping to get one he can drive. And it's low and off the shin guard of the catcher. Bounds a good 25 feet away. And the runners jog down to the bag, putting 2 in scoring position with a full count and 2 outs to Brandon Ernest. Ryland King, who appears to be catching in the next inning, shin guards on in the on-deck circle. Brandon Ernest looking for base hit, ball 4 here. And he rips one into right center. That's going to get down and score 2 easily. Turning and running to second. Pushing it to a double. Stand up all by himself. 2 RBI double by Brandon Ernest. Let's get some hearts going for that. That'll be enough to end the game. 8-run lead after 5. 8-0. Dallas Tigers brings Blue to the middle of the infield, who calls game, and the boys go to the bags for the handshake. We'll be back tomorrow, the University of Texas Arlington, for Game 5 of the World Series on your Dallas Tiger Network. Good day.